Never met a man like you. Someone who made me feel the way you do. You took me and you made me feel you.
Hi everyone. This is the 6th time I'm recording this video in an hour. Okay? We're gonna get it this time. I'm not giving up. If it doesn't record this time, I'm done. That video enough for record. I'm done. We are going to talk about my glow up today because this is a heavily requested video. Heavy enough. And so I thought now is the time to record this video and kind of talk about my transition to the body that I am now. Alright, so we're going to talk about just everything. We're going to talk about fasting, my working out, and just how I got to this place, right? Let's start with how I got misconstrued into like fitness. Now, I used to think that people who go to the gym go there because they're trying to lose weight. I also used to believe that women who were athletic had masculine bodies and they would look like men. I would look like a man if I work out too much, or if I played any kind of sport, it would make me manly. So therefore, even in high school, in prep school, I was very into athletic kind of stuff. I did ballet, I did gymnastics, I did karate, I did all of that. But then once I got to high school, I kind of, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened in high school, but something changed and I was like, I don't want to look manly. So I didn't even do PE in high school for 5 years. I didn't really do physical education. I had a medical excuse. I had a written letter from my doctor kind of excusing me from physical education. I didn't walk to church because I just didn't want to walk to church, to be honest. So I just had an excuse for that, but that's another story. So, and then I didn't go to the gym. I thought that going to the gym meant that you were going to lose weight. So I was like, oh, I'm already slim. I don't need to go to the gym. What was I thinking? Why was I so stupid? A couple years ago, I want to say like 8 years ago, maybe 7. I don't really remember right now. I had my first gym membership at Ripped Gym in Lucian Center. I don't know if it's still there. My trainer was Stokely Rose. He's an amazing trainer. And I hope when I go to Jamaica next time I can work out with him because he is boss. Best trainers hands down. I really liked Ripped Gym also. It's one of my favorite gyms in Jamaica. I don't have that many, and Ripped Gym is up there, and then there's Fit Farm, and then fuck the rest. That's not the point. So yeah, when I just started going to the gym, I was going because it was trendy and all my friends were going to the gym and everybody had a trainer. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym too, since it's trending. So I wasn't really going there for the right reason. I was just going there because everybody was going there. And I went right before carnival time. Just like everybody else, I would go to the gym before carnival. I would get into the gym so I can look good on the road on carnival day. And then after carnival, fuck it, right? Fast forward to me moving to the US. I remember going to the gym. You guys remember this. And I would post pictures of me in the car in the parking lot because I was scared of the gym. I don't know, I would go to the gym. Even today, I still feel slightly uncomfortable in the gym. When I go to the gym, I kind of feel, I've gotten over it. I'm at 80% right now. But when I just came, I would not go to the gym. My husband would go inside and I would sit in the car and wait for like an hour in my gym clothes and pretend like I went to the gym. And I just didn't feel comfortable in there. Then I started doing little at-home workouts with YouTube, Pop Sugar Fitness, and I started to follow a lot of like fitness related girls, and that's when I realized that fitness is not just about losing weight. That it's not just about that at all. If anything, I would say that's probably like last on the list, to be fair, my personal opinion. So I started following people like Nikki Blackketter, Honey Buns Fitness, and you know, like all these amazing women who are working out, and then there's like Superhero Fitness, I think that's her name. I can't remember her name. She's the one that do like the dance routines, like the twerk workouts and stuff like that. I might get her name wrong, but I'll post it in the description box below. So I started following people like that, and I'm like, wow, the gym and working out is not just it's not anything to do with losing weight, and it's not gonna make me look manly. So I started to go and I started to see differences with my body. If you guys remember this picture that I posted last year, my body was changing up, but I didn't stick it through. Again, I was just doing it because I saw other people do it and I thought, oh, I want to look like them, so I did it too. So I wasn't going for the right reasons, and I was working out, but I wasn't eating properly. And and I didn't do it. Like I said, I didn't follow through. I fell off track. And then I found this picture of myself when I decided to do this thing for real. I found a picture of myself. I'm gonna post it here. This is when I went to Jamaica 2 years ago. The bikini I'm wearing is Wet Swim by Denique. And I'm looking back at this picture and I'm like, girl, your body needs work. And I just want to say this before I get attacked. Your body and how you want to look is on your own terms. Not anybody else's. Not society. Not the magazines. If you want to look like this, then look like that and work for that. Or maybe you already look the way you want to look. I didn't look the way I want to look. That's not how I wanted to look. I felt like I could do more with my body. I felt like my body could be worked on. So in January of 2017, this year, I decided I was going to do this for real. I took this class and I started learning about GMOs, and I started learning about organic foods, and I started learning about the meat industry, and I started learning about Monsanto, a company, and all these things you can research on your own time. That's when I realized that I really needed to watch what I was eating. So I gave up meat for Lent, and after Lent I decided to just give it up 100%, because while I was giving it up, like during the time, and this is the second time I was giving it up. I did it once for a 1 month challenge, and then I did it again for Lent, and both times my body was at optimal performance. I was waking up early, I felt lighter, I felt better. I don't know, I wasn't feeling stuffed when I ate. I was feeling full, satisfied. So I decided after I did it for Lent this year, I tried to eat meat again after Lent, and I was getting sick. I was getting very, very sick. I'm not just making this up. I would eat like, I remember I went for a chicken sandwich at like one of my favorite fast food restaurants, and I went home and vomited. Just sick. My husband had to go and buy ginger ale. I just felt so sick. My body just started rejecting it. And that's when I decided I'm gonna cut out meat. It's just the best thing to do right now. I think I'm at a place where I don't really need it as much as one time. I'm not craving it as much. So I cut it out of my diet completely. And now I just eat like meat substitutes, and I'll have fish. So I guess I'm not 100% vegetarian. I eat fish. And I didn't decide that I was going to stop eating meat because I believe that animals are beautiful little things and they don't need to die. That's not the reason why. But meat now versus meat back in the day is two different kinds of meat. Back in the olden days, when, you know, we were going out there and farming our produce and all that stuff, we weren't putting some of these things that they're putting into the meat. They're putting female hormones in chickens. I've seen videos with chickens at 2 weeks, big, like all of us watching this video right now, can barely walk. Their bodies are under pressure, and I'm just like, this is not what we're supposed to be doing to these animals. This cannot be healthy for us to ingest. It's not even healthy for them. You know what I mean? You're eating meat that isn't even healthy to begin with, because there's all this stuff in there. And I'm not here to lecture you on what you should eat or what you shouldn't eat. I'm just telling you what I've been doing, so you can keep doing what you're doing. But this is just what I'm doing, and because people have asked, that's why I'm doing this video. Good. So I gave up meat, and then I discovered fasting, and this has really been the trick to my whole glow up, right? When we think about fasting and we think about diet, we think about those two words. They seem like bad words. Fasting seems like something like, oh my God, I'm starving myself to death, I'm not going to eat any food, I'm going to die. Diet is like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to eat this, I'm not going to be able to eat that, I'm going to punish myself. Put them together and they're just two dangerous things. But fasting and dieting is just two big words for a term that I'm going to coin as listening to your body. That's all they are. When you diet, anything is a diet. If you're eating McDonald's every day, that's your diet. If you're eating cake every day, that's your diet. If you're eating salads every day, that's your diet. Diet is not a bad word. Diet is just what you eat. Fasting, to me, what it has done for me is it has made me eat less over time. It shrinks my stomach. It cuts down on the cravings that I used to have. I used to have crazy cravings for all kinds of shit that I wasn't supposed to be putting into my body. Like McDonald's fries. I'm thinking about it right now, and I literally like want to go eat it because it's so good. But fasting helped me to cut out a lot of those things out of my diet, because I would fast, and on fast days I would have 500 calories. And I'm gonna put a link for that video, for the blog that I wrote about that, down below, so you can read up more about it. And then on the next day, you would think that I would just want to pig out and eat everything. No, started eating less, started eating less, started eating less. I haven't lost any weight, so this is not, oh my God, Lauren, you're trying to lose weight, you're already tiny. I don't know why people think I'm tiny, but I'm not, but whatever. So, this is not about me losing weight. I haven't lost a pound. I lost weight in the initial first week of trying these new things, and then after my body got used to it, I was back to my 130 pounds. I haven't lost any weight. I haven't lost weight in a really long time. Now let me explain to you how intermittent fasting works. I just found out about intermittent fasting probably like 2 weeks ago or a month ago from a YouTuber that I watch all the time, can't remember her name. And I decided to do intermittent fasting because this comes naturally to me. I do not get hungry before 1 o'clock. A lot of people have to eat before they go to the gym. I cannot eat before I go to the gym. It makes me very sick. I will go to the gym and throw up. Intermittent fasting, the most popular one is fasting for 16 hours, and this includes sleep hours, and eating for 8 hours. So how I do it is I'll eat between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. and then I'll fast for the rest of the way. So when I wake up in the mornings, I'll do it, and during fasting time, that 16 hour, like for 8 of it or 9 of it, depending on how long you sleep, you're sleeping. So it's like cheating. And then the next rest is like in the mornings or whatever. And then what I will do is I'll have tea with no sugar. I don't drink sugar in my tea, and I'll just drink water. When you get up in the morning, putting a lot of water in your body does so much good for you. That should be the first thing that you have is water. I prefer room temperature water, but you can have whatever you'd like. Every now and again, I'll have my apple cider vinegar concoction, which I swear by. You guys know this. So I'll have that, and then I'll go to the gym, depending on. Sometimes I don't go to the gym until 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I don't go until like 10 o'clock at night. It really depends on my schedule and how many things I have to do and what I'm doing on that day. So I'll go to the gym, and then after I come from the gym, depending on what time it is, I will have my first meal at 1 o'clock. Now this gets tricky sometimes because at work, I can't just really stop and eat whenever I feel like. But as long as you're fasting for 16 hours, and if you're just starting, you can fast for 12, you can fast for 14. Listen to your body. Yeah, just whatever your body can do is what your body can do. But I can go for 16 hours without eating, and it's just what I've been doing. Sometimes I go all the way until 3. Like my first meal of the day was 3:30 today. I wasn't hungry before that. And I just listened to my body. The key is just to know how to listen to your body. A lot of us think we're listening to our bodies, but we're not. We're just listening to cravings. I want a piece of cake. I want this. I want that. That's your mind tricking you. Yeah? And after you start to eat healthy, eating healthy is an acquired taste. After you start to eat better and do better by your body, I don't know what I'm trying to say, your body craves those things. Like I don't crave junk food anymore. I just can't. I can't eat junk food. I can't eat too much fast food because it doesn't sit well in my body. My body is slightly rejecting that stuff. So I'm starting to eat differently, and that's really what's helped me with this journey. I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I try to go, if I can go every day, I can go every day. But for the most part, every now and again, I'll miss a day or two. So I want to say I go to the gym 5 times a week. I don't lift heavy weights because I have an issue with my back. So I do cardio, like I do the stair stepper, which is my favorite. If you can do the stair stepper for 30 minutes every day when you're just starting out, you will see immediate changes. So I do the stair stepper for the first time in my life. Yeah. 3-4 days ago, I ran 2.5 miles, not on the treadmill, like running around a track. I ran 2.5 miles nonstop. I've never done that before, ever in my life. So this whole thing is about being better than you were yesterday. It's just about self-improvement. I look at my pictures and I'm motivated by my own pictures to keep going to the gym. So if you want to get on this journey, or if you want to be healthier, if you decide that you want to start going to the gym, it has to be something that you want to do. Not because you see other people doing it or because you just want a summer body, pretty much. Because if you start, you're going to stop. Somebody asked me on Snapchat, because she said she wanted to gain weight, so she wanted to start going to the gym and she wanted to start drinking protein, and she said to me, what would happen if I stop? But am I just gonna go back? And I said, this has to be a lifestyle. This can't be a start and stop. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's kind of like combing your hair. Okay, you get up every day, you comb your hair, you groom your hair, and your hair looks nice however you groom it. If you stop grooming your hair and just let your hair be, it's not going to look like it used to look, is it? It's going to start matting, or it's going to start locking, or it's going to just start looking crazy and disorganized. Do you see where I'm going with this? So you have to look at the gym The same way you look at your hair care and your skin care and just taking a shower every day. It has to become a lifestyle. It has to be something that you do every day as a means of taking care of yourself. Not something to do for a month before summer so you can take bomb ass bikini pictures. And I know I do that, okay? Let me just get into that. I am not on this journey because I'm trying to impress anybody or because I want to stunt on the gram or anything like that. This has become a lifestyle for me. This is something that I'm genuinely doing because it makes me feel better and feel more accomplished. And that's what I'm seeking in my life right now. I'm seeking feelings of accomplishment. I want to be a better person than I was yesterday, than I was last year, than I was 7 years ago. And that's why I do the things I do. And when you start to focus on yourself, and when I say focus on yourself, if this is a journey that you want to get on, another part of it is once you start eating better and you start going to the gym every day, cut out certain people out of your life. Cut them out because their negativity can destroy you, and all of that goes into being healthier and being a better person. You don't need toxic people who are negative or people who have negative attitudes about certain things or people who just whine and complain about everything. Oh my gosh, I am me this, me that, me can't bottom, and like just let go off of them or diminish them as much as you possibly can. Like I'm not afraid to cut off people and just slowly wean them off if I realize that their negativity is something that I might catch. Because negativity is like a cold. It can be caught on contact. Somebody cough them negativity on you, tomorrow you're gonna wake up negative as fuck. So stay away from those people. Also, you know, like I said, baby steps. You don't need to do everything all at once. It's a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Don't look for overnight results. Overnight results don't last. I lost like what, 8 pounds when I just started intermittent fasting. I gained them right back when I started eating back properly or when my body got used to it. Same when I just started fasting. I lost a shit ton of weight. When I just stopped eating meat that first week, I lost a ton of weight. You guys could see it. I showed you the snap of my weight. I lost crazy weight and then it came right back on. Nothing that comes easy stays. Easy come, easy go. So this has to be a process. This has to be a lifestyle for you. I'm gonna post some pictures. What I've noticed since I've started working out is that even though I weigh the same amount in numbers, I weigh 130 pounds, I haven't lost any weight, but my body, areas that used to have fat have been carved up more, so now it's like muscle. My clothes fit differently, so the waist of certain stuff is like big on me now, even though I haven't lost any weight. So sometimes you can't watch the weight on the scale because I haven't dropped any weight, but I'm smaller. I'm wearing smaller sizes. I was not a very busty girl. Everybody know that, all right? Yeah, everybody know that? I didn't have big boobs or anything, but I had okay boobs to my size, and ever since I started working out, they've just completely just gotten smaller. I don't have a problem with my boobs, to be honest, if they want to be small. I mean, I can always fix that later on, whatever. But yeah, I've lost some of my boobs and I'll show you guys pictures so you can see, so you can compare. A lot of people have been saying that my butt has gotten bigger. My butt hasn't gotten any bigger. My butt has gotten smaller. It's more toned up. But my waist is more defined. So now my butt looks bigger, but actually my butt is smaller compared to what it used to be before. But you guys just don't notice. I have a lot of people like, when did you get an ass? I always had an ass. It's not a massive ass, but it was always there and it's gotten smaller. So I've lost some of my butt from working out and I've lost some of my boobs from working out, but overall, you know, my body looks better. I think personally this has to be something that you want to do for yourself. It cannot be something, like I said, that is a trend or something that you just want to do because you see everybody else doing it or because you even see me doing it. It took me years to get to this place. This didn't just happen overnight. I never used to care about food like that. I never even used to be able to cook. I don't know if how many of you remember, I used to have my shoes in my cupboards and I used to keep my handbags in my oven. I didn't learn to cook until a couple years ago. I never used to care about the food I eat. I would just eat whatever I want. So everybody's journey to get to where they need to get is different. So if you're not at that place right now, it's okay. And you don't need to feel locked. I need to get on this right now, blah, blah, blah. I want to look like that. No, take your time. It's you know when is the right time to do it. Just like with natural hair, I used to see all my friends going natural. That's not for me. And when the time came for me to go natural, the time was just right. It was the right time. I didn't do it because I saw other people doing it. It was, my hair told me, Lauren, time to go back natural. the time is now. So your body will tell you it's time to come off of this and get on that. If that makes any sense. So I'm going to post as many blog post links down below as possible. I'm going to post links to things. Do your research on GMOs. Do your research on the food market. Look up the foods that you're eating. There's another documentary. I can't remember the name of it. A lot of people have watched it. I'm going to put the link for that down. I'm going to put the name of it down below so you can go watch it. And so you guys can be more informed about like what you're eating. Once I started informing myself about food and the human body, I just started to see things a whole different way. My skin is reacting differently now that I'm not eating certain things and I'm doing certain things differently. My skin is reacting differently. My hair is reacting differently. Even my mood has changed. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm in a different place. I'm seeing the world from a different perspective, from a different point of view. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still petty and I'm still bitter and immature sometimes, but for the most part, I have changed a lot. So I hope this video helps for a bunch of you that have been asking about it. I'll post a link down below for some blog posts to help with intermittent fasting and fasting and anything that I can find. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace, love, light, guidance.